Hey guys, it's JoJo1326 Nose here again, and today I'm making a review for my most anticipated game of all time, Batman Arkham Knight. And I love this game, but I do have mixed feelings about it. This is going to be a non-spoiler review on the story. Okay, first gonna get into gameplay, as you're watching here. The fighting gameplay is the best in the series. I wouldn't say, yeah, it's the best, because you have the most amount of things to do. Like, you can throw a freeze blast at some guy, and there's a lot more gadgets in this game that were available in this game that weren't in the previous Arkham games, and I'm a massive Arkham fan. Next, the story. I'm not really gonna go into it. I loved the villains in this game, but Rocksteady did some things that I really wish they did, and they didn't. And they made DLCs that were good, but they were just not as good as I was hoping they would be. The villains, they have very good villains in this game, but they don't use them enough is the problem. Like, I'm not going to get into details, but you get the point. Next, as you're going to watch right here, the Batmobile. The Batmobile is very, very fun to play as, but it does get very repetitive and boring over time, unfortunately. I love driving it around the streets of Gotham, but it's just, it overwhelmed its stay. And I think Rocksteady put way too much time into the Batmobile. What I just wanted was a car that you just drive in that goes super fast around Gotham. That's all I wanted. Not this tank beast. I mean, it's fun, but it would have been perfect if they just did a few tank battles, not a billion like they did. Next, my most disappointing thing about this game for sure are the boss fights. And there aren't really even any boss fights in this game. If there are any, they all stink. I hate saying that, but they do. Because they wasted way too much time on the Batmobile, as you're seeing here. And I love the bosses in the previous games, and that is by far my most disappointing thing about this game, were the fact that they didn't really boss fights. And what I didn't like about Rocksteady is they're all about change. They have to innovate it so much. You know, some people like the same thing, but make it different. Instead of this, it's to be a lot different than the previous games. It has to change. You know, some people like me like the same type things. Arkham City and Origins had a lot of great boss battles. I mean, Origins, I love, and I love all the games in the series. Origins has a few duds, but a lot of them are good. Arkham City, they're all good. And Asylum, I'm about half-half. But this game didn't even bother making real boss battles, because they're too scared to do something like the same. Deathstroke, you could have made a really cool boss battle with. They figured, oh, they're using Origins, so we don't need to make a boss battle for him. Well, you know, you could have made it different and made it a lot more fun than Origins.
I got nothing to say to you, Batman. Talk.
I mean, the most disappointing boss fight, in my opinion, was the Arkham Knight. I thought this would be the greatest boss fight in the entire Arkham series before I played this game. And it is nothing like I thought it would be. And I was expecting, like, full out, two of the best fighters in the whole series, just going at it. Amazing boss fight to the end. And it wasn't what I wanted. This is still a great game with great voice acting, as Kevin Conroy as Batman, and John Noble as the Scarecrow, and Troy Baker as the Arkham Knight. This is a great game, one of the best games of 2015. They're making the Game of the Year edition. If you haven't played Arkham Knight yet, I'd highly suggest buy Game of the Year edition. because it has all the DLCs included with it and stuff. And I'm super excited for Batman Return to Arkham coming out. It's supposed to be this November. I'll be reviewing that game later this year and a lot of other games. So thank you for watching my review. But the final verdict for Batman Arkham Knight, it's still a great game. I'd give it a 9.2 out of 10. The villains are good, but they don't use them enough, in my opinion. The main negative is the boss fights, is what killed this game to make this be my, unfortunately, least favorite Arkham game in the series. And the story could have been a little better too. And they're just things I wish they did that they didn't do. For example, like bringing back, like the Ra's al Ghul DLC. Like I was disappointed that they didn't bring back Talia, and I was just disappointed. I really thought they could have made more boss fights and they could have brought in more villains. Like Bane, like I get that you didn't want to make a game with him, but at least explain why he left instead of just he mysteriously left. You know, it just gets me mad. But this is a great game. If you love fighting games, this is definitely very different from shooters, but it's very fun in a great way. Thank you very much for watching this review.